What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming. Here my review of BlazBlue Alter Memory episode 6. And this episode, it was good, but there were a few things that kind of bugged me. So starting off with, we have Ragna versus Lambda, and their fight was good, but I can't believe that Ragna could not tell that those two were like completely different units. I mean, yes, they have almost the exact same powers, but if you look at their appearance, they are just so freaking different. I mean, like just look at them. Like, to me, it's like really shocking that like Ragna could not figure that out. But at least, you know, by him thinking it was new, we actually did see a reaction, you know, from her, because it seems that Kokonoe, she used part of new to make Lambda into a unit. And we saw that like Ragna was able to bring out those memories that I'm guessing Kokonoe thought that they were gone or, you know, locked away. But their fight, it was pretty good, but I just wish that it was like longer, because it was getting pretty good, because Lambda was actually, you know, doing work on Ragna at some point, because we saw her, you know, generate this field around him that that heavy the gravity. And that right there was pretty cool to see, and I did like the color scheme for her blades as well. They were like red and black. That right there was like pretty awesome. But when new memories started to come out, you know, Lambda or Kokonoe had to withdraw her, and then we have like Tagar doing some kind of like magnetic technique, which like teleported him to her. But what would have been awesome if like Tager went down there and he fought Ragna as well, because, you know, their fight would have been pretty cool. So then we have Platinum, or we have, you know, Sayna and Luna. They can hear the fight going on, but of course Luna doesn't like Ragna that much, and it seems that she was in control at the end, because I'm pretty sure Sayna wanted to go back there. So then afterwards we have Jin, which I don't know why this guy, you know, is so obsessed with his brother, when it's all because, you know, he still needs to rest. He like tried to talk to somebody at some fruit stand, and the guy just blew him off because he wasn't a customer. And then when like Jin took rest in the alley, we had another one of my favorite characters finally appear in the anime, Bang Shishigami. Now I'm a huge Bang fan. I did use him a lot before I got pretty good with Hasuma in the games, so it was pretty cool to see him, and I definitely am digging his voice. His voice actor does a great Bang. I was really liking that. So Bang had to appear to get revenge on Jin, because we know Jin is this big time war hero. So of course, you know, because of that, his enemies, they could want his head, and Bang was like one of those people. And so, you know, Baby and Ninja, he moved so quickly, and he got to Jin real quick. Now a fight between them would have been so cool to see, but when Bang did, I believe it was called Dragon of Destruction on Jin, he basically, you know, one-shot him. But in Jin's current state, you like really couldn't blame that, because he is still hurt. I would love to see, you know, Bang get serious and, you know, just to have a real one-on-one, because after that one hit, his wounds open up, and then of course, you know, once Jin, you know, comes to, he then Bangs, you know, like magic on the area. But before that, we see Noelle. She's like walking the streets because she like made it back to the city, and she actually saw Lychee, but she was leaving, but her assistant was there. And it's obvious, you know, these people, or, you know, some people in these cities don't like the NOL at all, because we see like a brief flashback of Lychee's assistant telling Noelle, you know, people of the NOL could go screw themselves. So it's obvious there's like some high tension and, you know, possible hatred, you know, toward them. So Lychee had made it all the way to the Bang home, and we aren't really sure what the distance is, you know, between that right now. But once she was there, she like packed Jin all up, and you could just tell that there's like something about Lychee that we don't know yet, because Jin, you know, had called her out on her treatment was not being that effective, and he said that the Ars Magnus treatment, you know, is a lot better compared to her. But Lychee said that because they use see-through, I think it's how you say it, that, you know, that should be in human bodies. But Jen was talking like he knew that Lychee has some in her body. So it's obvious there's like something about Lychee that we don't know yet. But it's like she's on the other side of the fence, you know, and a huge mystery, but there's like something dark about her that had got to come to the light. But of course, you know, her treatment did work on Jen. And I don't know if I was the only one, but because of like Bang's home and area, and you know, that town being like in the feudal era, I could definitely see Jen being like some kind of feudal lord. And when, you know, Bang called him me Lord Jen, it just made it perfect because I could see Jen as that kind of guy. Like, hopefully I'm not the only one that like thought that, but I definitely got that vibe going on with this. And so, you know, Bang is showing him around, and we're like seeing all these people that, you know, are working, and we see these little kids, you know, playing around. But because of what Jen did, I believe the area that he won the war was called Ikaruga or Ikawaka, something like that. Like, these people had to move, you know, to where Bang is now. And everybody here, you know, calls Bang boss. So clearly, you know, he's the guy that like calls the shots. If he wants you dead, he'll kill you himself, or he'll have you killed. So clearly, you like don't want to mess with Bang here. And these kids were even willing to go so far as to fight Jen if they want to go after him. So now, Bang took Jen to get some tea, I think it was. And while they were talking, you know, Jen kind of called him out, and really, you can't blame Jen for that, because he was saying how Bang, you know, came after him to get revenge, and yet he's telling people, you know, not to live with hatred, and you know, stuff like that, but he wants them to live like a smile on their face. And even though we could have been like a hypocrite, I definitely think that like Bang is right about this, because these are young kids, and they shouldn't be filled with hatred. So after they part ways, we see Tsubaki has come, and I was definitely hoping that they will fight, but then, you know, Tsubaki used her Ars Magnus, which were called Izayoi, and we should see her appearance change completely. And not only that, but she made like this super awesome barrier. So she was actually, you know, trying to warn Jin so that he could get away. But Hazama, being that troll master that he is, he actually planted a shadow, you know, in the barrier. So Hazama, you know, kind of like take over her mind, and that part was like really messed up. And we just see that Tsubaki, you know, had impaled Jin with her sword, and I'm guessing he died. But because that right there will like shook up the world so much, those three people, I'm like, well, from now on, I'm gonna call them gods, because that's what they like really are, basically. Because they were able to rewind time to make his death never happen. So if that right there is not being, you know, a god or a godlike, then I don't know what is. So they rewinded time, and this time, rather than Jen and Bang, you know, splitting ways, they actually, you know, went there together. Oh, and then we have this one moment with Ragna. He was thinking about Nu and how he was going to make her pay, and also people that had Saya face pay as well. But he was thinking about Noelle and the good times they had, that it's like he kind of struggling, you know, about, you know, fighting her or even killing her. So he got mad about that and he punched the wall. But this time, you know, with time going backwards, he didn't do it this time. And now I believe that he's at the top, or maybe no, he's not, because after that we went to Tsubaki, who came there and got some tea because Jen was gone, so there was no fight and she couldn't kill him this time. And now she came face to face with Noelle. So now I want to know, do you guys think that maybe, you know, she'll kill Noelle, or do you think Noelle will actually, you know, run, or will Tsubaki, you know, give her a chance to run? But once Bang and Jen got back, Bang had heard about Tsubaki, you know, looking for him, so he actually warned Jen about it and told him that he should leave. And that right there was like pretty nice of Bang. Bang right here is a real hero. When like you said, that he was a bounty hunter, but you know, for justice and peace, she really meant that, because you can see in his character, especially in this episode, because he like kind of gave Jin a free pass because he could have killed him. And not only that, but he could let Tsubaki, you know, find him as well. So Bang is like definitely our star in this episode. Like he even surpassed, you know, Ragna in this episode, to be honest, because he kind of became like the main character in this one. So that was like pretty cool to see. But even like some of his men was like questioning if it was good to let Jin go or not. But I do think that he made the right choice, and I wonder what is this huge thing that like Jin could be like like preparing himself to face. Maybe it's Ragna, because we all know that like Ragna is such a beast that maybe it like kind of makes Jin a little scared to fight him again. But you never know. I'm definitely curious as to why he couldn't, you know, pull out a sword. Because if he could, then I'm pretty sure that he could have blocked Tsubaki's sword like it was nothing. But like I said, this episode, it was pretty good, and hopefully you all had enjoyed it. Just like I hope you all enjoyed my review. But as always, guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because that really helps me out. But as always, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you all next time.